During life, we go through different versions of ourselves. So we'd like to ask you the analogy to marketing. Do you actually see what's wrong with this image from a live remodeling contractor? This is my online toolbox providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing with the objective to grow your business with more quality leads. We target all topics of online marketing from education, strategy, and implementation through the websites. So what we want to ask you is when you look at the changes that you're going through in life, what's the plan with your marketing? And what we want to do is come to this existing client here where we want to ask you, do you see what's wrong? And it's a trick question because the answer is nothing is wrong. Just a few years ago, this particular client, Castile Construction, this was the best of who they were at that time. But as time has gone by, they've gone through permutations of their business. Now, instead of the past where they were targeting many different remodeling services, now they're predominantly targeting kitchen and bath remodeling. And when you go to their website, you'll see dramatic representations of the projects they do. When you scroll down on their site, you'll be introduced to who their team is. You'll even see a BBB featured video showing their passion for quality, and you'll even see their new wraps for their trucks that they have. But the point is, going back just a few years, there's nothing wrong here. And the reason is this was the best of who they were at that time. So as time continues to change, just like relationships do, you need to adapt. Sometimes the changes are planned, sometimes they're unplanned, but either way, you want your marketing to constantly be a reflection of the best of who you are today without necessarily staying so focused on what it looked like in the past because it was the best you could do at that time, and you don't want the past to hold you back in the future. So there was absolutely nothing wrong. If you want to go to the site, there are some other strategic things that we can't talk about here in one of these free tips, but if you want to research them, all you need to do, you can go to their site, but better yet, for the people that are fluent with the topic of SEO, search engine optimization, you could just simply type in Eugene, Oregon, that's where they're located, kitchen remodeler, and you'll find the Castile construction site accessible, usually on page 1 or page 2, depending on the types of permutations of how you might type in Eugene and Oregon and kitchen and remodeler or remodeling or remodel. Either way, you'll find them, and when you hit click, you're going to see a very dynamic representation of who they are today, and they're still going through many changes now in 2022 to bring them forward to 2023. So what's your plan? We want to remind you that it really doesn't matter whether you have a website or no website. Just in the previous weeks, we were showing the differences of how to talk about these topics, at least on the home page when it comes to the representation of who you are today. These companies had a combination of existing websites that went through changes as well as they had no websites, and it does not matter. Remember, you need to approach your marketing and the change of your marketing as fresh content becomes available, as changes take place. So remember, during life, we do go through different versions of ourselves, and the analogy to marketing is nothing is wrong so long as you amplify what those changes are to set the destination of where you're going tomorrow. Please like us on our Facebook page. Please subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, and never forget to start planning yesterday for next year marketing and profits. Have a healthy week. For some of you, we will see you at the International Builders Show and Kitchen and Bath Show in Orlando this week. Others, we'll see you next week. Have a healthy week.